Heather Redfern, the Executive Director of the Cultch, coming to you from East Vancouver. I'm here to welcome you to our 24-25 season. Our season kicks off with Cliff Cardinal's As You Like It, or the Land Acknowledgement Show. This show just made a splash across Canada. It won the Governor General's Literary Award for Drama.
I think he's an extraordinary artist. I also feel like he has such a great brand of humor within his work, sort of unexpected.
One of the most surprising, entertaining, and enjoyable theater experiences I've ever had.
It's so well executed. I love it.
Raven Mother is a very significant piece for our family. It's a piece that reflects decades of work. It follows the revitalization of our dance practice that goes back to the 1960s, and at that time it was under the leadership of my mother, Elder Margaret Harris. Our dance practice was asleep, and there was a slow awakening that took place, and my mother was really integral to that process. We wanted to do something to really honor the generation that ensured that we have song and dance today.
It's going to have projections, it's going to have regalia, it's going to have this amazing music.
Their blend of the traditional with the cutting-edge theater technology is just so exciting for me.
It's a piece that really celebrates the strength of women, not just the vision of our mothers and our grandmothers, but also how our daughters are working to carry this forward.
Tentacle Tribe is back again after their sold-out performance of Ghost. This show is called Prism. It's a fabulous contemporary hip-hop dance show.
We're all street dancers, so we all have a speciality in either breaking, popping, hip-hop, whacking. And we bring that together in an aesthetic that is kind of a hybrid. Prism is a piece we created right after the pandemic, and we wanted to work with an imposing scenography of mirrors. So we're trying to fool the eye with the way we place the mirrors. So it's a big exploration of illusion and perception.
You could say that the whole show goes through an awakening of awareness of self, of the internal journey that we need to do to find out who we truly are.
So this year's East Van Panto is East Van Panto : drumroll please,
Robin Hood! Woo! This year is the second year that Christine Quintana and Jiv Parisram, they're gonna be writing the show. Last year, I loved what they created because they infused the show with, so many great local references and politics, but at the center had this real heart.
Themes and ideas in the OG Robin Hood are very political. It's about, steals from the rich to give to the poor, class struggles. That will be inside of this panto for sure. But as always, it's treated with fun and a bit of irreverence and weirdness, bizarreness.
We're at Trout Lake, we're at Britannia Public Library. Shenanigans ensue.
And there's this whole conversation happening about privatizing the parks, which is actually true. The new mayor is talking about that, so this is going to be a very topical show.
This is a brand new musical that happens every single year, from scratch, like a brand new play. So the exciting thing about that is that it's responsive to what's happening in the moment.
I think it's just a lot of silly fun, with moments of great heart inside of it as well. Like there's always a moment in a panto that really squeezes your heart and makes you remember, especially around the holiday season, what it's all about.
Duck Pond is by Circus, the amazing company that did Sakura a few years ago. It is so fun, so creative, and visually beautiful. Really fun for anybody 8 and up.
Duck Pond is going to be an unmissable spectacle, something for all ages.
It's really great to be working with Dance House again and bringing Duck Pond. It's an all-ages circus retelling of Swan Lake.
I saw Circus there last time they were here, SAC, and it was incredible. It blew my mind. It inspired me to work here.
Hi, it's Ronnie Burkett with Wonderful Joe. We'll see you at the Cultch in the 24-25 season.
Wonderful Joe really harkens back to Ronnie's roots. and it is an epic piece of puppetry.
This one's gonna pull the heartstrings, and I'm ready to laugh and cry with a bunch of puppets on the stage.
We're so excited to be partnering with the Push Festival this year to present Dimanche. The show is filled with all kinds of visual tricks, physical theater, puppetry, one of the most incredible things I have ever seen on stage.
I think it's tackling important questions in a really beautiful, theatrical way.
Little Red Warrior and His Lawyer is a wild ride of a show. It is thought-provoking, it is sensation-producing, it is unsettling, and it is punch-you-in-the-gut funny.
Well, the story starts with a development firm intruding on Little Red's land. I think for people who are interested in land claims and these sort of really germane issues that are on the top of everybody's minds right now in Canada and our relationship to First Nations people, this show will really resonate. We're really excited to see Little Red Warrior and His Lawyer back on our stage. We had them 2 years ago, and it was such a fantastic show, so much fun.
Everybody who lives in this country should see this show. We're all a part of the story of this show.
Children of God is a musical about an OG Cree family whose children were taken to residential schools. The musical takes place in 2 time periods 20 years apart and looks at the intergenerational impacts of the residential school system on one family. Ultimately, it's a celebration of Indigenous people's resiliency, cultural spirit, and really a way of bringing communities together around this history to have a deeper understanding of what took place on this land. These characters are really longing for the drum, longing for their language, longing for those songs that have been taken from them.
As we're on our journey of truth and reconciliation, this piece is really important. It's beautiful, it sounds incredible, and it teaches us a great deal.
The story of the show mainly is about Belle, how she fallen in love with the beast. He's trying to learn how to love a woman the very first time. And my life part is part of my life. Feelings about me, about my life.
Niall McNeil is a force. That man creates at a rate and a passion that is unmatched.
I think he's such a great creator, and the team that's all surrounded on that production, including the incredible Veda Hilly, I think it's just, it's promising to be a really special show.
We love having long-term relationships with local companies, and so it's great to have the search party back with Dance Nation after Fairview and Stupid Fucking Bird, shows that have all been really popular with the audiences.
Dance Nation is written by Claire Barron, and she uses a teenage dance troupe as a framework to talk about friendship and power and ambition. The specifications of the casting require that you don't actually cast people that are teenagers or dancers even. And so the idea is that the audience gets to see these teenagers being portrayed by adults. And what that does is it creates a tension and a connection between these 2 important parts of our life.
So the character that I'm playing is named Zuzu. She's balancing a lot of parental pressure and grappling with past history in her family, and also trying to learn about what it is to be really good at something and also be humbled by that. I think an audience can expect spectacle paired with really intimate moments, paired with really ferocious intensity, and be prepared to be a little uncomfortable.
And it's funny. It's really funny.
Mindy's just been producing really exciting presentations of works from the contemporary canon over the last few years, and I'm just super excited. I know Amanda Sum's in the project. I'm a huge fan.
If Mindy's bringing this show, if the search party is programming it, it is going to have an impact.
Norms is an exquisite duet of contemporary circus. It really pushes the skill and the bodies of the two performers.
Norms is a contemporary circus show that takes circus traditions and turns them on their heads.
It's like sort of a new type of circus is to have this duo, like a duo acrobatics performance. And so it's sort of like we're seeing something as it's just evolving as an art form.
Two people coming together to create this dynamic, and they are always able to have agency or play, and then they interact based on what the other person gives off.
Love You, Wrong Time is a co-presentation with VACT. It's very funny. It mixes music, storytelling, and stand-up for a really fun but somewhat political evening.
Politics and the LGBT community have never been very far apart. Everything that we do in the community has a political slant to it. ZZ Theater seems to be able to bring these together in not just an entertaining way, but a poignant way as well, and give us not just a really great story, but good theater along the way too.
I'm very inspired by the work that ZZ Theater does. I think as a queer artist, it's great to see queer works being placed front and center on a stage. And I think it's really important that we explore intersectionality and how politics align and intersect between conversations about race, conversations about like identity and sexuality and gender.
And our season finale is House of YOLO by the Dust Palace. House of YOLO is burlesque, circus, cabaret, and a great way to heat up the summer.
When Dust Palace was here past season with Tatang at Tatsuri, it was incredible. I can't wait to see what they'll bring to fashion.
This is going to be a big circus party, so get a group of friends together, come out and enjoy a wild circus extravaganza.
Join us for the 24-25 season. Meet your family, friends, and neighbors at the Cultch, where weird is wonderful. Your seat is waiting.